Everything you have been told about how to lose belly fat is completely and totally wrong. Doing cardio every single day is simply not the real answer that most people think it is. Eating less fat alone did not work back then, and it will definitely not work now. Cutting carbs alone is just another outdated and tired trick that keeps failing real everyday people. None of that specifically targets the most dangerous fat hiding inside your body right now. The fat that is wrapped tightly around your organs is silently destroying your health every single day. But the exciting 2026 science has finally cracked the full code on exactly how to destroy it. It all comes down entirely to the exact foods you are putting in your mouth each day. Stay with me, because what you are about to learn will change everything for you. Hey everyone, welcome back to Real Health Logic, and I am so glad you are here. Today I am fully breaking down the very latest cutting-edge research on visceral fat just for you. This is the hidden fat killer that is sitting deep inside your midsection right now. I will show you the specific foods that science proves can melt it away fast. These are not random tips I made up or found on some random blog online. This is real biology, backed by the most recent studies published in 2025 and 2026. This is not guesswork, and this is not something your doctor probably told you yet. Let us get straight into it, because you deserve to know this important information today. Here is something that most people watching this video do not fully understand yet today. Not all belly fat sitting on your body is actually the same type of fat. The fat you can physically pinch on your skin is called subcutaneous fat right there. That type is annoying and nobody wants it, but it is relatively harmless to health. Visceral fat is an entirely different and far more dangerous story that you really need to understand. Visceral fat is the deep fat that is packed tightly around your liver and kidneys. It also wraps around your intestines and other vital organs you cannot see or touch. And right now, it is actively working against every single system in your entire body. A major 2025 meta-analysis carefully studied data collected from over 800,000 real human participants worldwide. The results were absolutely shocking, and every single person watching this needs to hear them. High visceral fat was directly linked to a 55% increased risk of cardiovascular disease. The same study showed a 45% increased risk of having a deadly stroke too. A separate 2025 study connected high visceral fat levels directly to premature death in people. Women in particular showed a very strong and alarming connection to dying younger from it. Scientists also made another terrifying discovery that you absolutely need to take seriously right now. Deep visceral fat literally accelerates the aging of your brain at a measurable biological level. It acts like an active hormone factory that never stops pumping out poison into your body. It releases inflammatory chemicals around the clock that slowly destroy your metabolism from the inside out. So, you are probably wondering right now why this specific type of fat is so stubborn. Why does it seem like nothing you try ever actually touches your visceral fat levels? The answer is that most diets only target overall weight loss and nothing more specific. They do not go after visceral fat in particular, and that is the massive problem here. You could actually be losing muscle and water weight while dangerous visceral fat stays completely untouched. The old advice of eat less and move more is missing the entire critical point entirely. To truly kill visceral fat, you need foods that fight it at the hormonal level. You need foods that work at the metabolic level deep inside your cells every day. And that is exactly what we are going to cover together in this video right now. Let us talk about the 3 powerful food categories that 2026 science keeps coming back to. These categories have been studied again and again with consistent and very impressive results every time. The first and most powerful category is omega-3 rich foods like fatty fish every week. Fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines are your absolute first line of defense here. Omega-3 fatty acids do something truly remarkable inside your body at a very deep cellular level. They reduce the chronic inflammation that visceral fat needs to survive and continue growing inside you. On top of that, they dramatically improve your insulin sensitivity in a very meaningful, measurable way. Improved insulin sensitivity means your body finally stops storing excess sugar as dangerous deep belly fat. Your cells start using sugar properly as fuel instead of dumping it into your organs forever. Research from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition made this point incredibly clear and undeniable for us. Omega-3 supplementation caused a significant and measurable reduction in visceral fat in overweight study participants. This was not a tiny change on a chart that only scientists could appreciate and see. These were real people experiencing real reductions in the most dangerous fat inside their entire bodies. Now, you do not need to eat fancy or expensive meals to get these benefits today. Just aim to eat fatty fish 3 times every week, and you will start seeing results fast. If you genuinely cannot stand the taste of fish, then grab some walnuts from the store. Ground flax seeds work brilliantly too, and you can sprinkle them right onto your oatmeal every morning. These small, simple swaps are backed by real science, and they truly make a big difference. The second food category that destroys visceral fat is polyphenol-rich foods found all around you. Polyphenols are powerful bioactive plant compounds that are found in green tea, blueberries, and dark berries. Green tea has a secret weapon compound inside it that most people have never heard of. That compound is called EGCG, and its full name is epigallocatechin gallate, which is a mouthful. EGCG directly activates the fat oxidation pathways deep inside your cells in a remarkable scientific way. This means your body literally starts burning stored fat faster at a deep cellular metabolic level. A 12-week clinical study showed participants drinking green tea got significant reductions in visceral fat. This happened without any other changes to their diet or lifestyle during the entire study period. Just green tea alone moved the needle on the most dangerous fat in their bodies significantly. Think about how powerful that is for a moment, and let that sink in completely today. Avocados also deserve a major spotlight in this conversation about destroying dangerous visceral fat naturally. A study from the Journal of Nutrition found something truly surprising and exciting about daily avocados. Daily avocado consumption led to measurably reduced visceral fat, specifically in the women who participated. The credit goes to the unique combination of healthy monounsaturated fats and fiber found inside avocados. These nutrients work together to keep your insulin levels stable and steady throughout the entire day. Stable insulin means your body has no hormonal reason to keep storing fat around your organs. How do you actually use these polyphenol-rich foods in your real everyday life starting today? Replace your morning coffee with green tea at least 2 or 3 times every single week. Add half an avocado to your lunch every day, and your body will thank you greatly. Snack on a handful of fresh blueberries every single day for a powerful and easy boost. These are effortless daily swaps that carry absolutely enormous payoffs, backed by real published scientific research. The third food category that most people completely sleep on is high-fiber and high-protein foods. We are talking specifically about legumes here, which means lentils, black beans, and chickpeas every week. This one surprises people every single time because legumes sound so boring and completely unsexy to eat. But the science behind what they do to visceral fat is anything but boring or basic. Soluble fiber found inside legumes slows down glucose absorption happening in your gut after every meal. It blunts insulin spikes that would otherwise trigger your body to store more dangerous visceral fat. Soluble fiber also keeps you feeling full for longer, which means you eat less overall naturally. All of these effects work together to directly fight visceral fat accumulation happening inside your body. A 2024 meta-analysis covered 47 separate studies on this topic from researchers around the entire world. The conclusion was clear, and the results were consistent across thousands and thousands of real participants studied. Higher protein intake significantly prevents muscle loss during the fat loss process, which is critical here. Muscle is your metabolism's absolute best friend, and losing it makes burning visceral fat so much harder. Legumes give you both the fiber and the protein your body desperately needs to win this battle. How do you start using legumes in a real and practical way starting this very week? Simply swap out white rice for lentils in just one meal every single day this week. Add a handful of chickpeas to your salads to make them more filling and more powerful. Make a simple bean soup twice a week, and your metabolic environment will shift dramatically over time. These changes are simple, cheap, and backed by decades of solid and well-respected scientific research worldwide. Now we have reached the part of this video that you have been waiting for patiently. This is the secret weapon combination that recent 2026 science says delivers the most dramatic results possible. It is not one single food that does all the work here on its own alone. The real power comes from combining three specific things together into one powerful daily routine for you. The combination is fatty fish plus apple cider vinegar plus green tea working together every single day. Here is exactly why this powerful trio is so effective when you use all three together. A landmark Japanese study focused specifically on apple cider vinegar, and the results were genuinely impressive. People who took 1 to 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar daily for 12 weeks showed incredible results. They showed measurable and significant reductions in both visceral fat levels and overall body weight together. Apple cider vinegar activates a key enzyme in your body called AMP, which is absolutely critical here. AMP is essentially your body's master metabolic switch that controls how energy is stored and burned daily. When AMP gets activated, it tells your cells to burn stored fat for energy instead of storing more. This is the exact opposite of what happens when you eat processed food and refined sugar constantly. Now combine that AMP activation with the powerful omega-3 fatty acids coming from your fatty fish meals. The omega-3s are suppressing the chronic inflammation that allows visceral fat to survive and keep growing inside you. Then layer on top of that the egg from your daily green tea, accelerating fat oxidation continuously. You now have a triple action attack firing on 3 completely different metabolic pathways all at once simultaneously. The first pathway reduces the dangerous inflammation that feeds and protects your visceral fat every single day. The second pathway activates your body's master fat burning switch to start burning stored fat for fuel. The third pathway directly accelerates the rate at which your body oxidizes and eliminates fat cells naturally. All 3 of these powerful pathways working together at the same time is what makes this unstoppable. But the 2026 science does not stop there, because there is one more upgrade you need to know. The newest research has been looking at something called adipocyte browning, which is a fascinating biological process. Adipocyte browning is the process of converting stubborn white fat cells into metabolically active brown fat cells. Brown fat cells actually generate heat and burn energy, instead of just sitting there storing everything passively. Compounds like capsaicin found in chili peppers have been shown to trigger this fat cell conversion process. Curcumin found in turmeric also triggers this same powerful browning process in your visceral fat cells consistently. All you need to do is add a small pinch of turmeric to your meals every day. Always combine it with black pepper, because black pepper dramatically increases how much curcumin your body absorbs. Without black pepper, your body absorbs almost none of the curcumin, and you lose all the benefits completely. This turmeric and black pepper combination is the 2026 upgrade that almost nobody out there is using yet. Most people are completely missing this simple and powerful addition to their daily fat-burning food routine today. It costs almost nothing to add, and the biological effect it has on your fat cells is real. So, let us bring everything together and summarize what you now know after watching this video today. You now know that visceral fat is not just ugly, but genuinely dangerous and medically serious for you. You know that most diets completely miss visceral fat because they only target overall weight loss instead. You know that fatty fish eaten 3 times a week fights visceral fat through powerful omega-3s naturally. You know that green tea with egg C burns fat at the cellular level in a proven measurable way. You know that avocados stabilize insulin and directly reduce visceral fat based on published journal research worldwide. You know that legumes like lentils and beans fight visceral fat through fiber and protein working together. You know the secret weapon trio of fatty fish plus apple cider vinegar plus green tea is real. You know that turmeric and black pepper together can actually convert your white fat cells into brown ones. Visceral fat did not show up in your body overnight, and it will not disappear overnight either. But these foods work at the absolute root of why visceral fat forms and grows inside you. Pair these powerful foods with consistent quality sleep and cut back on processed food as much as possible. Do those 3 things consistently, and you will absolutely see and feel a very real difference soon. If this video gave you value, please smash that like button right now and help spread this information. It genuinely helps this channel grow and reach more people who need to hear this information today. Subscribe if you have not already, because we drop new science-backed health content here every single week. Drop a comment below right now and tell me which food you are adding to your diet first. I personally read every single comment that comes in, and I love hearing your stories and progress. I will see you in the very next video, so until then, please take good care of yourselves.